Signs that God is speaking to you. A divine dialogue. Have you ever had that fleeting moment when you spotted a cloud shaped like a muffin, only to ponder for a second whether it was a divine message urging you to step away from your diet? Or perhaps you've encountered a series of coincidences that felt a bit too precise to be mere chance, like bumping into an old friend the very day you were contemplating making a big life choice. These quirky instances might just be more than random puzzles of the universe. They could be signs that God is speaking to you. Throughout history, humans have looked for divine signs, interpreting them through personal lenses or cultural traditions. From burning bushes to whispers in the wind, messages from the heavens come in various forms, often inviting us to pause, reflect, and carefully consider the direction of our lives. But how can one truly discern a heavenly nudge from mere happenstance? Let's explore some whimsical yet enlightening signs that might indicate God is trying to grab your attention. 1. Serendipitous encounters. Imagine you're sitting in a cafe, pondering your next career move, when suddenly, someone at the next table starts discussing a job that's the exact fit for you. Coincidence? Or perhaps a small signaling from above? These serendipitous encounters, a casual chat with a stranger, or an unexpected message from an old acquaintance, can serve as divine prompts guiding you toward a path meant for you. It's as if the universe sends an emissary to say, "Hey, pay attention. This might be for you." Two, repetitive patterns. Have you ever found yourself encountering the same phrase in different contexts? Maybe you hear, "follow your heart" on the radio, read it in a book, and then a friend mentions it during a chat. This phenomenon isn't just annoying déjà vu. It could be a subtle hint from the divine. Many believe that true divine signs often arrive in threes. Pay attention when a message repeats in a trio. When a message keeps popping up, it's worth considering whether it's resonating with a deeper truth in your life. God might be trying to tell you that it's time to listen to that inner voice or make that leap of faith. Three, nature's interventions. Nature is often touted as a touchstone for divine connection. An unexpected rainbow on a dreary day can lift your spirits, perhaps nudging you towards hope and renewal. Or a sudden afternoon shower might remind you that sometimes we need to let go and wash away our worries. Pay attention to your surroundings. They might just be God's way of making conversation. After all, who could resist an invigorating chat with a majestic waterfall or a serene sunset? Four, dreams and intuition. Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt more like a divine epiphany than mere imagination? Many believe dreams can be messages from God or the divine, often pointing to what you're facing now or foreshadowing what's ahead. Powerful dreams may highlight current challenges, reveal next steps, or prepare you for future events. Our intuition echoes these nudges in subtle tones, guiding choices that align with our true selves. Those gut feelings? Perhaps the still, small voice of God, received with care and discernment, because such dreams can carry significant meaning. In many spiritual traditions, the belief is that God is not a distant entity, but an ever-present guide, intimately involved in the fabric of our lives. The key lies in cultivating an awareness that helps us recognize these signs, whether they come in chatty clouds or friendly strangers. So, the next time you sense an unusual coincidence, notice the repetitious mantras around you, find beauty in nature's whims, or experience a dream that lingers upon waking. Stop, breathe, and consider. Could this be a message? If so, what is it saying about the journey you're on or the choices you're facing? In a world that often encourages noise and haste, taking a moment to listen could unveil the beautiful tapestry of connection between you and the divine. Now go ahead, embrace the signs. It's time to have that divine dialogue. Signs of Divinity. Genre: supernatural drama. Logline: a struggling screenwriter grapples with self-doubt and writer's block until he begins receiving mysterious signs that he believes are messages from God. As he deciphers these divine clues, he discovers an extraordinary story within himself that could change his life forever. Act 1. Introduce Jack, a disillusioned screenwriter in his late 30s, living in a small apartment filled with crumpled scripts and coffee-stained papers. His confidence has eroded, and he's on the brink of giving up his dream. He visits a local cafe where he overhears two patrons discussing the idea of divine signs and purpose. That night, Jack dreams vividly of an angelic figure that gives him 3 cryptic signs. When he wakes, he finds an unusual item, a feather, on his desk, which he interprets as the first sign. Act 2. As Jack dives into writing, he becomes increasingly convinced that these signs are divine guidance. He receives more signs, a song lyric that resonates with his inner turmoil, and an overheard conversation about a long-lost love that mirrors his own life. With each sign, Jack writes with renewed fervor, crafting a movie script based on the lessons he learns from them. However, he struggles with self-doubt as he questions whether the signs are real or products of his imagination. During a pivotal moment, Jack attends a writing workshop and meets Sarah, a fellow writer who becomes intrigued by his story. Their relationship blossoms, but Jack's obsession with the signs begins to drive a wedge between them. Act 3. Jack must confront his fears when the signs lead him to a climactic event, a pitch meeting with a prestigious producer. Doubts creep in, and he faces a crisis of faith in his abilities and the authenticity of his divine inspiration. Realizing that the signs were merely as much about his internal journey as they were about external validation, Jack decides to inject his own experiences and emotions into the script, creating a powerful narrative that resonates with truth rather than solely following the signs. In the end, Jack delivers a heartfelt pitch, channeling both the signs he interpreted and his own life story. The film is not only accepted, but also celebrated for its raw honesty. Jack's journey concludes with newfound confidence, a blossoming relationship with Sarah, and a deeper understanding of the spiritual connection inherent in creativity. As Jack walks out of the office, he notices a feather falling from the sky, signaling that perhaps the signs of divinity were always within him, guiding him towards his true potential. Sometimes the greatest story is the one waiting to be told within you,